Alright, so in this video we're going to practice evaluating expressions. What that means is we're going to substitute values in for variables and solve to see what the answer is. So in the first example, let's let evaluate when a equals -5, b equals 4, and c equals 2. So that's going to be our first example. So the first one we want to do is ab over c minus 2c over b. So what we need to do is we're going to substitute wherever we see an a, we're going to substitute 5. Wherever we see a b, we're going to substitute 4. And wherever we see a c, we'll substitute the number 2. Everything else remains, the numbers and the minus or plus signs. So I have a, which is 5, times b, which is 4, divided by c, which is 2, minus 2 times c, which is 2, divided by b, which is 4. So now I just solve each fraction individually, and I'll subtract. So 5 times 4 is 20, divided by 2, minus 2 times 2 is 4, divided by 4. 20 divided by 2 is 10, and 4 divided by 4 is 1. 10 minus 1 is 9. In my second example, I'll use the same variables here, so I'll do a squared divided by 5 plus 3 times the quantity b plus c divided by c. So again, I'm going to take my a and substitute it with 5 as we see above. My 5 stays my same, the 3 stays the same. My b will be replaced with 4, and my c will be replaced with 2. So I have 2 c's here, so that will be replaced with 2. So again, I have a squared, so I'll put that in parentheses. 5 squared divided by 5 stays there, plus fraction bar here. 3 stays the same. My b up above is 4, I'll substitute 4, plus c is 2, and divided by c, which is 2. So again, I'll solve what each of these fractions are, and I'll add them together. So 5 squared means 5 times 5, that's 25, divided by 5, plus, now I have to do 3 times, I have to solve my parentheses first. 4 plus 2 is 6, divided by 2. So 25 divided by 5 is 5. 3 times 6 is 18, divided by 2. 18 divided by 2 is 9, so that's 5 plus 9. My answer is 14. Moving on to example 3. I am going to let m equal 7 and n equal -8. So I'm going to evaluate n squared minus m. So again, I'm going to substitute my variables. So anywhere I see an m, I'll substitute 7. And anywhere I see an n, I'll substitute -8. So again, when I have something squared, I want to put that in parentheses. So I'll do -8 squared minus my m, which is 7. -8 squared is 64 minus 7. That gets me 57. Example 4. Let's let p equal 5 and y equal 8. or let's y equals negative 8. So I want to solve p minus y divided by 4. So again, anywhere I see a p, I'll substitute 5. Anywhere I see a y, I'll substitute negative 8. So let's see what we have here. We have 5 minus negative 8 divided by 4. So I know that minus and negative makes a positive. Order of operations says since I have an adding and a dividing, I have to do dividing first. 8 divided by 4 is 2, so 5 plus 2 equals 7. 2 more examples here. Example 5. Let's let D equal 5 and G equal 2. So what I need to evaluate is 8 times the quantity D minus G. So again, wherever I see a D, I'll substitute in 5. Wherever I see a G, I'll substitute in 2. So let's substitute. 8 times the quantity D is 5 minus G, which is 2. I do what's inside the parentheses first. 5 minus 2 is 3. So that's 8 times 3, which is 24. And our last example, example 6. Alright, let's let m equal 5 and x equal 2. So we're going to evaluate 10 minus m plus x divided by 2. So again, anywhere I see an m, I'll substitute 5. Anywhere I see an x, I'll substitute 2, and everything else stays the same. So let's substitute. 10 minus m, which is 5, plus x, which is 2, divided by 2. Order of operations says since I have a minus, a plus, and a divide, I have to do dividing first. 2 divided by 2 is 1, so I have 10 minus 5 plus 1. And adding and subtracting happens left to right, first come, first serve. So 10 minus 5 is 5, add 1 is 6. My answer here is 6.